Google and the Nelson Mandela Center of Memory announced today that the new Nelson Mandela Digital Archive is now live on the web, freely accessible to the global public. Google gave a $1.25 million grant to the Johannesburg-based Nelson Mandela Center of Memory in 2011 to help preserve and digitize thousands of archival documents, photographs, and videos about Mr. Mandela. Today, the digital exhibition has become a reality. Along with historians, researchers, and activists, users from around the world now have access to extensive information about the life and legacy of this extraordinary African statesman. The new online multimedia archive includes Mr. Mandela's correspondence with family, comrades, and friends, diaries written during his 27 years of imprisonment, and notes he made while leading the negotiations that ended apartheid in South Africa.
We make his life and times available to the world so that they can use his example to change the world for the better.
Recognizing the value of preserving and making these documents widely accessible online, the Google Cultural Institute is helping build and expand the Nelson Mandela Digital Archive, making it available to global audiences.
We have fought for peace and reconciliation, for social justice, for all men, women, and children to live together in harmony and with equal opportunity.
The online archive will continue to expand, adding not only historical documents and artifacts from all over the globe, but also personal stories from people who have been touched by Nelson Mandela, such as those highlighted in the exhibit, My Moment with a Legend.
I met Mr. Mandela on a trip that he took with the Blue Train. He just got off the train and he told us he was glad to meet us. As a rule, I don't really touch faces, but to me it was an honor to be able to meet him and touch his face.
We need to make sure that the content can reach the users fast, all over the world.
I'm very proud about this product, and I'm very proud about what Google and the Cultural Institute is doing in overall in order to bring the world cultural information and heritage online.
Memory is a vital force in the life of people and nations.
Today happens to be the 27th of March is the 60th anniversary of the day Madiba was admitted to the bars and attorney. Now I keep imagining how different our country could have been had he chosen simply to follow his profession. No disrespect meant to lawyers present here.
The partnership between us and Google is based on a collaborative model which precisely promotes trust. Firstly, we own the content, and the copyright holders in materials which have been donated own their own copyright. In other words, no ownership has been passed to Google. Secondly, for Google, this project is primarily about public access to materials. But for us, it is also about the preservation of heritage. Thirdly, Google has made a significant investment in the broader work of the Center of Memory. Fourthly, we, not Google, determine what content is selected and how it is presented. Finally, in the fifth place, everyone everywhere enjoys access to the project and its contents free of charge.
Our world and our country are sorely in need of the example of role models imbued with positive values and commitment to the interests of all persons. Mr. Mandela has made his own intellectual property available to all.
And in the stories of the 20th century, there are none that are more inspiring than the story of Madiba's life. And that's what makes it such an exciting project for us to be involved with. Google has actually had a long involvement with the Nelson Mandela Center of Memory, which goes back before the creation of the Google Cultural Institute in April last year.
It's clearly about content that has never been seen before. It's content that has never been digitized before, content that has never been accessible before. And this is all going to now be accessible.
What a moment.